Hello, everyone. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. And we went thrifting the other night and we only bought a few things. One item I'm not going to show you, but it's to go with this thrifted bowl to make a mushroom. It's in the dishwasher right now. And then we'll do a project together with this. Okay. So that's why I don't have that item here. And let's see. If you remember in one of my last videos, I said I was going to get this little square frame, but then I didn't want to wait in the line to spend $1.99. So I just kind of set it to have some pictures and stuff sitting on a windowsill. So I just set this there and I said, well, if we come here again and that frame is still there, I'll grab it. So I picked it up. And it's just a small 5x5 frame for $1.99. It's got where I can hang it. So if I get a piece of art that's about 5x5, I've got a frame ready and then it'll go up on the wall. It could go right under my warthog that Dee Dee did for me that's wearing Sally Jesse Raphael glasses. She actually did that as envelope art, but I just cut it to fit the frame right there. And I think it looks really cute in there. I love my art wall behind me. I do. Then another thing I got was this. This I think it says it's sportswear, and I've already thrown it in the wash and everything. It's just a sundress, loose fitting sundress. But what I was thinking is it feels like a real breathable like cotton. I'm thinking of using it to sleep in instead. So I don't know. It might be one of those that I switch between wearing it to sleep in and then maybe wearing it as a sundress. I don't know. And then the only other thing I got is this fabric. It's about 2 yards and then half of the width of the fabric. It's like a big rectangle was cut out of it. And I got all of that for $2.99. And it had the original tag on it, but I took it off because I've already washed it. And it said some kind of term. I don't know. But it's got like this little icon thingamajigs. But I can work with it, is what I'm trying to say. But it is a stretchy knit, so I may eventually get to where I can sew knits with no problem. What cracks me up is the number of people that can't sew wovens. So you knit sewing gals, more power to you. I can do all the wovens. I can sew wovens like nothing. Wovens are my favorite. I know exactly how to handle it. And I think in a way it's better to learn to sew wovens first, then knits. But then the knit people would probably say, no, you should have learned to sew knits a long time ago. But the reason I say that is wovens you handle totally different than you do knits. You don't look for anything to stretch to fit like lines and stuff. And when you gather a neckline, the facings are there to stabilize it. So you put all those gathers in the actual shirt and then you sew it to the structured facing. And if your facing is loose, most always facings have interfacing applied to the back of the fabric to stiffen it up. So if you've got a floppy fabric, make sure you don't skip putting interfacing in. That's where you go bad wrong. Especially if you've got a real kind of flimsy fabric, like chalet or chiffon, something that's thin and real drapey. You want to stabilize your facings. So, hi, Angie. Angie says she can't stay, going to graduation, but wanted to say hello. Okay. Yeah, it's stretchy. It's got stretch this way Not as much that way, but it is a four-way stretch, what they call a four-way stretch. I am noticing that when you pull it, it must be a surface printed knit, not a through and through, because when you pull it, you get some whiteness from the back of the fabric, kind of shows through. So make sure you have enough ease in whatever you make, so you doesn't look like you're like about to rip, because when that white background shows through to the front, it makes it look like you're about to bust your seams. And Scott's laying tile, and I mowed the front and the backyard, and I got in fire ants, so my ankles are going to be covered in welts by probably tomorrow morning. Hi, Susan. Yes, I agree. But you know, the girls that love to sew with knits, they seem to have a horrible time with wovens, and I'm like, wovens are so much easier. So much easier. Yeah, and I know Rose said something about putting something on the anthill. I would have to cover my entire yard in whatever it was, something mule. I would have to douse the whole yard in it. The fire ants are really bad because of all the rain we've had. It makes them push their hills up and makes them hot tempered. So yeah, that's one thing about living in the South. I don't remember fire ants from New York, but I do remember bad tick situation. And Lyme disease was just coming in back then. And yeah, I remember that from living in upstate New York. I remember yellow jackets and hornets being bad up there, but we have hornets down here too. But usually it's out in the country. Like if somebody's got a farm or something, you have to watch around barns. Yeah, those fire ants. You can't brush them off. As soon as you start, like it's like they see the shadow of your hand, and then they just bite in with their pinchers, and it's like they curl their whole body and bite into you. And oh, it's a special kind of feeling. And I was cleaning up in the kitchen, and I'd run some hot dishwater, and I stuck my hands in. And I felt burning. So I was like, well, they must have bit me on my hands too. They did. There's a bite right there. Can't see it bad. It'll be swollen by tomorrow. Yeah, they got me good right there. Oh, I hate those things. So anyway, that's all I got at the thrift store. I did a couple postcards during the craft and chats the last couple days. And my ink tints to just lay some color down, and then I just doodled flowers. So I've got a couple postcards there. And this is the tile Scott's working with right now. It's just a 3x5, I think. 3x6. 3x6. I think they call these subway tiles when they're like this. Yeah, what I'm probably going to do tonight is take a Benadryl tablet, and I have Benadryl cream too. So I just don't want to do anything right now because I'm trying to just go ahead and stay dirty from doing the yard work so that I can help Scott, because that's a dirty job too, laying tile. So, and he's struggling and kind of having some self-doubts because it's been like 20 or 25 years since he's set tile, and he's only done it one other time, and he was much younger than we're talking about 20 years ago. So he was in his 30s or 40s. You have a double row of deep red ones in our downstairs loo. Oh, cool. Well, these are going to go in the whole field around the tub and down the wall. The tile will go all the way around the bathroom. And then we've got the glass tiles. I don't know. Yeah, I showed those to you in a video. where we've bought two 12-inch glass mosaic like tiles that are like strips of glass, and we've cut the repeats apart. So we've got five strip repeat to go around the tub area, and then the narrower, I think it's 3 strips that are varying widths to go around the rest of the bathroom. And they're they have purple, aqua. They're just kind of all this real pretty kind of, if you think about sea glass and blues and purples, that's what that stuff looks like. So I can't wait to see it, get it all done. Scott's getting there. He's getting warmed up right now. He's got the laser light in there, making sure everything stays even. Hi, Pam. You'll have to watch the beginning to see what I picked up. What I actually got that's in the dishwasher to go with this is to make one of those glass mushrooms. And it's got like, oh, you can see the divots here. I'm thinking of gluing some of those flattened marbles around in those little grooves, and then maybe put some on the top up here. And then I might just put some inside this. It's like a vase, and I think it's leaded glass because it goes ting when you pop it. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, you should save that and use it if it's like, crystal. But it's got a big crack in the glass. So, and I only paid $1.99 for it. So I'm in at what, $4 for this glass mushroom to put in my yard so far. But I'll come on and we'll do that project together. I thought how cool it would be, but I can't figure out how to do this, is if I could put some lights inside the stem, the vase part of it. Wouldn't that look cool to have lights in there? Oh, okay. I've seen that in some old timey where they would use what they had to wallpaper with, and they used maps or old newspapers and things like that. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. You added an additional 2 rows. Yeah, solar lights could work. But once I glue this too, I won't be able to get inside the vase again. But I could just put a solar light near it and have it light them up. And if I put some different colored gems inside the vase piece, we'll play around with it. We'll get it. We'll figure something out. So anyway, that's all I was gonna say. Today is our 39th wedding anniversary. So we're doing things around the house. I'm hoping next year we'll be able to do something, fun, like travel out of state or something. But we've officially been together for over 40 years. But that first year, yeah, I have E6000. Yep, nothing says romance like doing DIY stuff. Yep, exactly. And Greg's cats are pining for him. I wish he would come on home from Charleston. He's been down there since Wednesday. And his cats are about to lose their blooming minds, wondering when he's going to come back. So, yeah. Yep. We've been together longer than I lived in New York. I was there for 18 years of my life, and I've been in South Carolina for the rest of it. So, all right. It'll be 30 years for you guys when you started dating. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. And I might sleep in this tonight. This was they charged $6.50 for the dresses, but that one just looked like it would be so comfortable to sleep in. I might look for some more. Bye, guys.